Hey guys, it's Alex here, and I'm going to be filling out my tournament bracket here for the NCAA tournament 2013 tournament, however you'd like to say it. And so let's go ahead and start right back onto it. Alright, for the play-in games here, North Carolina A&T versus Liberty. I got Liberty winning there. Good gosh, the shadows killing me there. Got Liberty winning that. Middle Tennessee, St. Mary's. Got St. Mary's there. They've been the second best team in the WCC West Coast Conference there, behind Gonzaga for the whole season. And LIU Brooklyn, James Madison. Just going to go LIU Brooklyn there. Not really feeling James Madison. They sound more academic than athletic, so I'm sorry for the stereotype, James Madison, if you're offended there. Sorry. So, Boise State, LaSalle. Gonna go LaSalle. I like LaSalle better, and they've been playing pretty good ball for the past couple games. And I just like them better than Boise State. So let's go ahead and get on to the actual tournament here. Louisville and North Carolina A&T. Obvious choice there is Louisville. Sorry about the shadow. It's horrible. Sorry about that. So we got Colorado State, Missouri. I like Missouri with Phil Pressey and Alex Oriaki there, so we'll go Missouri. Oklahoma State, Oregon. Both starting with O. Oregon just won the Pac-12 championship. Oklahoma State. I'm going to go with Oklahoma State there. They've been more consistent the entire season, and with Marcus Smart there and Forte. I forgot Forte's first name, sorry, but I think he's the second best player on their team, personally. And so I'm going to go Oklahoma State there. St. Louis, New Mexico State. St. Louis has won 15 out of their last 16 games. So I'm going to go, they've been on a roll, St. Louis there. Memphis, St. Mary's. I'm going to go Memphis here. I like Memphis a lot. I think they're a better team than St. Mary's at this point right now. Michigan State, Valparaiso. I think that's how you say their name. Valparaiso, however you say it. I'm going to go Michigan State here. I think it's an obvious choice. Creighton, Cincinnati. Gonna go Creighton. Cincinnati's been pretty good, but Creighton, I can't remember the conference. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking about it for a while. But they've been their champs. Doug McDermott, Player of the Year candidate. I'm gonna Creighton there. Duke, Albany. Duke, of course. Gonzaga, Southern. Gonzaga, of course. Pittsburgh, Wichita State. Oh man, that's a good matchup. I'm going to go Wichita State. They've been second best team in their league behind Creighton. There's Creighton there. But I just not a huge fan of Pittsburgh right now. And so I'm going to go Wichita State. How's that? It's a bad little thing there, a little marking between the S. Alright, Wisconsin and Ole Miss. Going to go Wisconsin there. Ole Miss just won their SEC champ, but I also like Wisconsin because they've beaten Indiana twice, once in the Big Ten tournament, and they only lost to Ohio State by a couple points, so I'm going to go with them. Kansas State, LaSalle. I like Kansas State there. They've been been better the whole season so far. I just don't think LaSalle can get them there. Arizona, Belmont. I think Belmont could upset them there, but I'm going to go with Arizona because they've been pretty good all season long. New Mexico, Harvard. New Mexico's had an amazing season. They could potentially go to the Final Four. I might have them go to the Final Four. I don't know how this will play out, but I don't know. Notre Dame, Iowa State. I'm going to go Notre Dame here, but if it had been last season, I would have gone Iowa State. You know why? Because of Royce White. I'm a pretty good fan of Royce White. I'm going to go ahead and put Ohio State over Iona. That's a pretty obvious choice there. So now we'll go to the second half of the bracket. Kansas, Western Kentucky. I like Western Kentucky Sunbelt champions, but I'm going to go Kansas there. North Carolina, Villanova. Ooh, that's going to be a good game. Villanova's knocked off number 1 overall seed U of L there. But I'm going to go North Carolina there. They're having a better second half of their season. They made it to the ACC final. VCU, Akron. VCU. Shaka Smart and all that good stuff. Michigan, South Dakota State. Michigan on that. UCLA, Minnesota. Now, the bracketologists on ESPN were saying how there's like a 74% chance Minnesota could knock off UCLA. But I'm going to go UCLA on this one. Shabazz Muhammad and all that. Florida, Northwestern State, Florida. Really obvious choice there, in my opinion. San Diego State, Oklahoma. I have Oklahoma winning this one, because they knocked off Kansas, who's in their bracket earlier this season. And I'm just not really feeling San Diego State at this time. Georgetown, Florida Gulf Coast University. I'm going to go Georgetown, but I got to give credit to FGCU, because they beat Miami earlier this season, and then they won their conference tournament, so give props to FGCU there. So we got Indiana, LIU, Brooklyn. We're going to go Indiana here. North Carolina State, Temple. North Carolina State. They had a bad midpoint of their season, but they've been underachieving so far, and I think they're going to win that game. UNLV, California. I'm going to go UNLV there. University of Nevada, Las Vegas. University of Nevada, Las Vegas with Anthony Bennett. Syracuse, Montana. Montana could pull off the upset here if Syracuse played like their final 7 games before the Big East tournament, but I'm going to go Syracuse here just because of their Big East tournament there. Butler, Bucknell. Here's my biggest upset of my bracket I think I'm going to have so far. I have Bucknell winning that game. Bucknell only has 5 losses this season, and Butler's just kind of been inconsistent this season, in my opinion. Marquette. No, I think Butler did knock off Gonzaga this season. I can't remember. I know they played. I'm pretty sure Butler won that. But I'm just going to go Bucknell on that. Marquette, Davidson. I like Davidson, but they just haven't been the same since Stephen Curry left 3 or 4 years ago. I'm going to go Marquette on that. Illinois, Colorado. Illinois, in my opinion, is only in here because of Brandon Paul. He's that good. But I like Colorado there because they'll play more of a team and just stifle the Illinois offense. Miami, Florida, Pacific. Got Miami there. It's a pretty obvious choice in my opinion. Alright, so now let's go second round action. Louisville, Missouri. I'm going to put Louisville there. They got Siva, Smith, Shane Hannon, Gorgie Chang, Hancock. Just going to suffocate Missouri there. Oklahoma State, St. Louis. I'm going to go Oklahoma State. They've been playing in a whole lot tougher conference so far this season. And I just think they're going to hand St. Louis their 3rd loss in the 19 games thing. Wait. No, it'd be 18 games because they're 15, 16. Then they'd win that to make 16 out of 17. And then they lose this to make it 16 out of 18. So it'd be their 2nd loss. My bad. So we got Memphis, Michigan State. Got Michigan State there advancing. Creighton, Duke. Creighton could pull off the upset here, but I'm going to go Duke on this one. Ron Kelly returning and all that. Gonzaga and Wichita State here. I like Wichita State and all, but I'm going to have to go Gonzaga. The Zags. Kelly Olynyk, or however you say his name. I don't know. Oh man, let's try to move this a bit more where my iPod can get it. Wisconsin, Kansas State. I'm going to go Wisconsin here because they've been on a roll. Most recently they beat Indiana and all that and lost in the Big Ten final. I like Kansas State, but I think Wisconsin's going to win that. Arizona, New Mexico. I got New Mexico winning this one. I think New Mexico's having a really good season so far. I'm going to advance them. Notre Dame, Ohio State. I'm going to go Ohio State there, fresh off of their Big Ten tourney winners there. Or champions, Big Ten champions. So that's this half over here. We got Kansas, North Carolina University. Or University of North Carolina. I got Kansas moving on there. I have an upset here with VCU and Michigan. I think VCU is going to pull it off here. Just because Michigan, Trey Burke, I give credit to them. Trey Burke, Tim Hardaway, Glenn Robinson, and all them. But I think they're going to have a game like they did against Penn State and lose there. I'm sorry, Michigan. So I got UCLA and Florida. I got Florida moving on there. Because, in my opinion, UCLA only has Shabazz Muhammad. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry, UCLA. Oklahoma, Georgetown. I have Georgetown there. Indiana, NC State, North Carolina State. Got Indiana moving on there. Moving on up. UNLV, Syracuse. Oh, man. I'm going to have to go Syracuse here just because of their past couple games. But I think UNLV could pull it off there. But no, Marquette. I'm going to have to go Marquette there. That's an obvious choice in my opinion. Same here with Colorado and Miami. Obvious choice, Miami. And I like to think about Kentucky there. Kentucky defending national champions. I predicted them to win the tournament last year, and they did. Same with Connecticut in 2011. I predicted them to win 2011, so I'm on a 2 tournament win streaks. Hopefully I can extend it third. But they didn't. Kentucky didn't make it this year, which I'm kind of surprised, but not at the same time, because they would have made it, but they just killed themselves at the 16-point loss to Vanderbilt. No one else to blame but themselves. So anyway, Sweet 16 action here. Louisville, Oklahoma State. Got Louisville winning there. Louisville's just going to overpower Oklahoma State because it pretty much got Marcus Smart and, yeah. Michigan State, Duke. Actually, I have Michigan State pulling it off here. Duke, they're going to have a game like they did against Maryland there in the ACC tournament. Michigan State's just going to knock them off there. Gonzaga, Wisconsin. The first number 1 seed to go down for me. I'm going to get Wisconsin there. I'm going to have to go Wisconsin. Just because of their recent roll they've been on. And New Mexico, Ohio State. Ohio State. Whew. Halfway through the Elite Eight. So we got Kansas, VCU. I'm going to pick Kansas. But, I think it was 2011 when VCU knocked off Kansas, who was the number 1 seed that year as well. Or number 2 seed, I can't remember. They could pull it off there if Kansas plays like they did against Baylor, or Oklahoma, or TCU, or something like that. So we got Florida, Georgetown. I'm going to go Georgetown right here. Otto Porter. Indiana, Syracuse. Indiana. I think Syracuse's luck is going to run out there. Marquette, Miami. I'm going to go Miami on that one. Miami. So got the Elite Eight set. So now back to Louisville, Michigan State. I got Louisville moving on there. I think they're just going to pull it off there. Russ Smith going to shoot some threes and all that good stuff. I think Nick's on Michigan State's going to have a good game. But other than that, I think just Michigan State's just not going to have a great overall game. Just Louisville's going to do better. Got Wisconsin, Ohio State over here. And I'm going to have to go Ohio State here. It's going to rematch of their Big Ten final. And I think it's just going to end up like it did, the predecessor did. And Ohio State's going to win. So now we got Kansas and Georgetown. Oh man, that's going to be a good game there. Kansas and Georgetown. I think Georgetown could pull it off, but I'm gonna go No wait. I'm gonna go Georgetown. I'm gonna go Georgetown there. That's that's not like me. I'm not really a huge jump on the Georgetown bandwagon myself, but I think they're gonna pull off the game against Kansas there. So now we got. Oh man, this is gonna be the game of the tournament here, in my opinion. Indiana, Miami. Oh man, that's gonna be good. But I think Cody Zeller and Victor Oladipo and Will Sheehy and Christian Watford and all of them are going to pull it off against Shane Larkin and the Hurricanes. But that's going to be a really good game. Watch for that game right there. Watch for that game. Alright, so we got the Final Four. Louisville, Ohio State, Georgetown, and Indiana. Let's go to this game first. Georgetown, Indiana. I'm going to have Indiana there with Oladipo and Cody Zeller there. So we got that side set. Louisville, Ohio State. I'm gonna have Louisville winning that. And with the Louisville and Indiana game, that's gonna be a great game right there, folks. Great game. But I'm gonna have Louisville winning that. So that means, of course, I have Louisville winning the national championship. How about that? And personally, I'm a Kentucky fan, but I have Louisville. I don't really like Louisville too much, but I have Louisville winning. So, yeah. Louisville winning this entire tournament. Hope that you guys enjoyed this. Yeah, maybe you can get some insight off of this and help yourself out here. But I just want to say thanks, guys, for watching. If you like some of my picks or enjoyed it and liked this video, or leave a comment if you think I got a couple picks wrong, or even got the championship wrong, or anything like that. And I just want to say thanks, guys, for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.